Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are we doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, biggest gob in sport. We say the things that nobody dare say. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Today I'm joined by Andy from Aberdeen. How are you doing, Andy?
Good, thanks, Ross. How are you?
All right, mate. You sat in your bar again, not vodka.
No, just a cool glass of Coke Zero tonight.
Oh, zero. You're proper going for it, Andy, aren't you? Pop,
It's
pop,
a school night. I might have one yet. You never know.
yeah. Well, there's a lot going on, so let's get cracking. The quiet man has popped up, hasn't he? Just
I
when
just,
just when we've got a great good thumbnail, the quiet man, there he goes, he's popped up, hasn't he? So
he's fucking ruined it.
we'll have to be we'll have to be sarcastic with that. Just when they put him in his box, they've let him out his box, haven't they? He's only gone and challenged Mike Tyson, grabbing his crotch and lot. It looked really uncomfortable on stage for Bricktop and everybody else, didn't it? They're all like, "Oh my God, he's up again." You think he
I was just
needs
waiting on
help?
the table
Does
getting
he need
kicked
help, or
over.
is it? Does he need help, or is he just the village idiot?
Can't help himself.
What is it with? Does he just want to be famous or something? Or what? What? He's retired from boxing 30 years ago, so why is it every time I turn my telly on, he's there? He's a legend, though, isn't he? In his own head.
I think he's. Even Mike Tyson was laughing at him, wasn't he?
Mike
He
Tyson
kept winding him
looked
up.
like a dwarf stood next to him, didn't he? He looked like a little dwarf. Didn't he?
Like an
Iron
invalid.
Mike, more like Marshmallow Mike. It's a mess.
There was,
They've
you know,
drafted Mike Tyson in, haven't they, to promote it, to sell it. And they've
yeah,
drafted him in, haven't they? That's what they've done. They've got two angles there about how we're going to sell this. Because Ngannou's about as engaging as a wet fart. And they can't expect Tyson to sell it all on himself, can he? Looking at it from outside, he's got enough on his plate, keeping his own shit together, hasn't he? Do you mind having to sell all that? He looks like an old man, Tyson, done it for 35. Like he's carrying all weight on his shoulders, Andy. What do you think?
yeah. I mean, Ngannou looks too pleasant, doesn't he? He looks too polite, and he doesn't want to engage in any shit talk, does he? But no, I mean Tyson did. He had to promote the white fight by himself.
What, mate?
White, no what to be seen, wasn't it? The white Dillian White fight. They couldn't man fight all by himself because he didn't engage in any promotion there, did he? And I think
No.
if he promotes it all himself, he should be getting the promoters cut.
Well, Tyson Fury don't need a promoter, really. What has Frank Warren done to promote that show? He only comes in with odd line and that. Tyson's done it on his own and his father, haven't they, really, when you look at it. But when all's said and done, they've done it on their own, really, with their team around. I know Bricktop's guiding him and that, but he's tied to
Yeah,
Bricktop because he had that deal with him, innit? But I see them out at way soon and Fury's just
yeah.
dealing with Saudis. I see Bricktop gone. He's a
He's
dinosaur.
clinging on, but
He's a dinosaur, isn't he, really?
yeah, he's clinging on. But he's proved his worth, hasn't he? He just keeps
Yeah,
coming
he's
back.
proved his worth, but he won't be needed after these next two fights. Why should they have to give him his cut? They could keep it in house, can't they, for the family?
They'll make him irrelevant to them, won't he? Won't they? That's what I can see that happening. But is it Eddie Hearn? He's floating about the wings, and he try to get a bit of Tyson's, giving him compliments and all that sort of stuff. So, but they
Well,
don't need him either, do they? They don't need Eddie Hills either.
well, a few months ago, you might remember that Bricktop they got rid of him, didn't they? Off
Yeah,
BT Sport, Big John. Now they're with
yeah.
this TNT Sports now, so they're with this new company. And then they're dealing with these big new people at Saudi, biggest fights ever, and loads of money on the table, millions at stake. And they draft Captain Chaos back in, don't they? Yet again. So
It's just gonna.
they're not going to learn, are they?
You're just waiting on it going. He had a good job at BT, and I actually thought he did a good job at BT as a pundit. I know he's never been a world champion or anything like that, nowhere near. But I thought his pundit work was quite decent. But it's like anything; it goes all right for a wee while, and then it just goes all chaos. Captain Chaos kicks in, and it just goes
Yeah,
haywire, doesn't it?
yeah. What do you think to What do you think to Coogan Cassius's post? Rate Tyson Fury's chances of beating Francis Ngannou out of 10. What on earth is he putting out?
That's a waste of space, that, and that's just ridiculous. I mean, that's
Really?
like That's like saying, rate my chances of beating Tyson Fury. It's like,
Aye.
oh, it's a silly question, isn't it? It's who's that aimed at? Is that must be aimed at casuals, isn't it? It's no
No,
aimed
it's
at.
aimed at the fans, isn't it? Can you click on my channel and give us
Yeah.
a mark out of 10 what chances Tyson's have got? Some people are actually putting 4 and 5.
Oh,
You
no,
know.
you could play the devil's advocate and say Ngannou's a total unknown quantity. Nobody knows what he can do. Well, he's obviously not going to be anywhere near Fury's level, but he's kind of unknown, isn't he? If he was against somebody lesser, he'd maybe have a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
But I don't even see him really having that against Tyson, isn't he? Unless something, that'd be the biggest upset ever if something like that happened. I would say
That'd be
it would
massive,
be
mate, wouldn't it? It'd be massive.
verging on ridiculous. If he can punch, he can punch, but it's sort of having a nuclear bomb. If you've not got near a point to drop it off with you, what's the point of having it?
Yeah. I'm hearing that Bunce might be out on his ear. That Dev Sandwich is the new go-to guy.
Nah, that's the wee guy. All right. Well, that's a bit
out with the old, in with the new, innit?
Yeah, changing of the guard and all that. But,
I hope that's not true. I like Steve Bunce.
Yeah, he's been about forever as well, isn't he? He's a character, and
he's an old stager, isn't he? Like rest of them, isn't he? But he's all right, Buncey. He's all right.
I like Buncey.
One at boys.
Yeah.
How can I explain this one? Tony Sims's gym. We've got Joe Cordina, who's all of a sudden this Iceman. There's the Felix Cash rumours. There's the Anthony Joshua therapeutic exemption certificate. You seen that one, didn't you?
Aye, that's an eye opener. That explains a lot, doesn't it? It does make sense.
And there's the Crusher Ben situation. So that gym's got an asterisk mark next to it at the moment, and it the Sims gym, right? It will have for the Ben situation, and obviously there's the Joshua rumours, but Cordina and Felix Cash, they're very quiet on them. Nobody's accusing them, but you know what rumour mills are like in boxing, so we have to ask the questions. So if it comes out about them with silent ban, you never know, but people are saying that Fury is trying to insinuate he's going to expose Usyk. I wonder what that's over.
Yeah, I was curious about that. I don't know if it's a wind up or what it is, but did I see Adam Booth's disillusioned with boxing now? He's
go to Adam Booth. He's the best. The Dark Lord. Adam Booth. Adam Booth made millions out of boxing, right? He's done well, and he's a good coach, and he will always come back. If he's got a thin stable at the moment, don't worry, Adam Booth. It will fatten out. Boxing comes in cycles, as you know. You've had a good run. It's just that other gyms have other good runs, and it's time for everybody's gym to have a good run. Look, Joe Gallagher had two unbelievable good runs, didn't he, last 15 years? Sims' gym had a good run. Ingles have had a good run. Dominic Ingle. Other gyms have had good runs. And the Steffi Bulls gym, they had a good run at one point. You can't maintain it all the time because it comes in cycles. You've got to keep bringing kids through, haven't you, I suppose?
Yeah. It's just a natural cycle, isn't it?
Yeah. I see Big John's and Tyson have took full advantage of the beauty treatments at the hotel they're staying at, because on Tuesday, they look like hairy monkeys with the tops off now. They've got backs like babies' arses, haven't they?
Back, sack and crack.
Well, I've seen Big John there stood menacingly in between Tyson and Ngannou. On the other side, there's Mike Tyson, and he's eyeballing Mike Tyson, and Ngannou and Tyson are eyeballing each other. So maybe Big John and Mike Tyson might fight.
Yeah, I know. Either that, he's going to bum him, isn't he?
He's always going to do some. I just think it's to self-fight now. I don't think he's really going to clump anybody. They're trying to get pay-per-view sales, aren't they? But they're going about it wrong way, aren't they? Because it's you know, it reminds me of. It's like a tired old record, isn't it, that keeps playing the same tune now, isn't it?
He's a gonna do guy, isn't he? He's a
good gunner, isn't he? He's gonna do wonders. All he's done so far is bum cucumbers. That's all he's done. And they're so thin-skinned. In that right, Spencer Browne and Shane Fury. Big,
Spencer Browne.
intimidating fighting men. If you say out to them, they're crying like little girls. Don't say that Tyson pulled out Usyk fight. He's not a ducker. Jesus. You know what I mean?
Spencer Browne reminded me a bit of Ray Winston. Initially, I thought I had to take a second take.
Somebody else said to me, he looks like Ray Winston. Where are they looking?
Yeah.
One film you've seen Ray Winston in where he's got a pair of glasses like that, bit of a beard and bit of grey in his hair. I don't get that, mate. I think that's an insult to Spencer Browne.
Aye, I tell you what, the undercard looks decent, doesn't it? What a good heavyweight fights there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, it's a good undercard. You've got to give them credit. Well, they had to come with something, didn't they? But listen, we've got if Tyson fights Usyk December 23rd and beats him, he is the man, and we all have to swallow and eat humble pie, don't we? Right.
Yep.
Until they get in that ring December 23rd, because they've shot the mouths off now, haven't they?
That's
and it's on a knife edge now, and they shouldn't be in this position because if there's any injuries with any fighter now up to December 23rd, the fans will vote with their feet, won't they? They'll walk away, I think, because we've heard that much crap. They put themselves in a position where, God, they don't need an injury now. And just if it's a genuine injury, and they are going to fight, but somebody genuinely gets injured, it's another setback in it. So let's hope we don't get that. Because we'll have Spencer Browne crying on IFL doing his 50th interview for the day, won't we, Spencer Browne? The man that made the Mickey Theo John Fury fight, didn't you, Spencer Browne? What happened to that? It's a done deal, Mick. I spoke to John. It's a done deal. I was sat in Mickey's Bentley at the time. Mickey, it's a done deal. Yeah, it was a done deal, all right. Wasn't it a few years back, mate? 28. What happened to that one? Pop, pop, bang.
It's tempting fate announcing a date when you've got an upcoming fight. I think that's a bit daft. I think the reason
Andy the Chameleons.
I think the reason they've done it though, I don't think there was the same interest in the Ngannou fight, and then because of if we fight Usyk, folk will be more interested. I think it's maybe we gathered more interest because he's actually saying he's fighting Usyk now, or it looks like more like he's fighting him than it's done previously. But I'll believe it when I see the weigh-in. That's when I'll believe it.
Well, they'll ramp this Mike Tyson John Fury thing up now.
It'll be the undercard for Usyk in December.
But weigh-in tomorrow. They'll ramp that up now. They'll have to do because he's not engaging in Ngannou, is he? And I don't know who that guy is with long hair sat next to him, fucking Milli Vanilli. What's his role?
Big John was trying to find out who he was when he was shouting.
Well, you know it's true. I love you. Remember
they
that?
Were the king of
the
miming,
weren't they? Weren't they miming?
They were miming. And then they came out and tried to sing and record us, and they couldn't sing for toffee. It was. But no, so because they've announced that, I think they'll get more interest in the Ngannou fight. But it's good. It's got a good undercard, because there's nothing worse than watching a load of trash before. I always try, if I've got the time to watch all the fights on the undercard. It's like if I've ever gone to a live event, I've always turn up early and watch all the other fights. It's disappointing when you see the majority of people just come in for the main fight, don't they? Which, that's not me. You're paying your money. You want to get your money's worth than me being a thrifty Scotsman.
Listen, mate, I'm not being funny. Andy, I'm not being funny, but I can't understand the word you say, mate. All you do is mumble.
Is it maybe my Wi-Fi signal?
Maybe your Wi-Fi signal. It's something, mate, because I've got best microphones and lot here and up at office, and I'm not being funny, mate, but whenever I've got you on, it's crackling like, unless I've not plugged it in, mate.
Maybe my phone.
Maybe it might be your phone. Turn it down a bit. Are you up near icebergs up there and that where you live? Is it? Do you live near Greenland? Do you know when you look on map? Is Greenland near you? Because that's north, isn't it?
Greenland, no. That's a wee bit further north than I am.
Is that no?
Wait a minute, I'll switch. I'll just switch this heater off. Maybe that's interfering.
He's gonna get his fucking
Switch that heater off. That's maybe interfering with the signal.
Oh, right, okay then.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly.
Yeah. What do you think to the whole episode so far then, now how it's been built up, this fight, Andy?
They're doing their best, aren't they, to make it dramatic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll watch it. I will watch it.
You think they'd have been better off just having a knock on car park? You know, just to get it, just like Mark Caylor, Errol Christie kind of thing.
They wouldn't get the money though, would they?
Yeah, that's it. You see, it's all about money, innit? This is why.
Nah.
I mean, do we believe what we're told now? So I don't believe anything I'm told now, mate, until I see it in ring now. It's just nobody dare buy a ticket for any show in UK, big show now, dare they, until it's like weighing kind of thing, innit? It's that bad now, innit? So boxing's been took over to Saudi. So what does that mean for the real big shows now? Have we all got to go over there? So I don't fancy Saudi.
No, on purely on a human rights thing. I mean, head choppers, aren't they? So that's not my cup of tea. Going, and you couldn't relax, could you? If somebody accuses you of the wrong thing, and next thing you're getting banged up for no reason, that's the feeling I would have going there. I think I don't think I'd feel safe going there. I might be wrong, but I'm just suspicious.
Andy, right? You know, when I ask you a question, you go on, you ask me 5 questions, and you mumble shit for 10 minutes. Fucking mumbling shit talker you are. Pissed up on Bob Crandy again.
No, maybe I should have one, eh?
Boy, you said a fucking straight now, and you might not mumble on. Right, I was going to ask you, Fury's endorsement deals. Have you heard of any big deals he's signing up with? Nike, Puma, Under Armour, Adidas. Have you heard of any?
No. None.
I haven't, but I've got pals in marketing game. And does anybody know what company? Because Spencer Browne's not willing to tell anybody what companies were emailing him. Alcohol companies, tobacco companies, gambling companies. I want to know, Spencer. Because if big blue chip companies are emailing you for Fury to endorse their products, surely some of these big sportswear companies must be endorsing him. Because he's walking around looking like a bag of knackers. Where's his sponsorship deals?
Oh, he wears his own stuff, innit? Gypsy King stuff and drinking Furiosity.
He's got his own drink as well, Furiosity. They're not doing beer though, they're saying now apparently. They were doing, but they're not now. They've gone other way. They just drink water.
It's bad for the image, isn't it?
They don't gamble out now, you know, Andy. Pure is no gambling, no drinking, no smoking, no. Don't believe in anything like that because it's bad. It's bad. No things that make it sin. No sinning.
Confession.
Yeah, let's have a chat about the undercard, Andy. Right. What do you think, Andy, about the undercard? Wardley, David Adelaide. That's a 10 out of 10 fight for me.
That's a good fight. I picked Wardley. I would go with Wardley.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Adelaide. The other fight, Carlos Takam and I forgot his name now.
Fellow Scotsman, Martin Bacoli.
Your man, Martin Bacoli. That's an 8 out of 10 fight for me. I think that's a good fight. It's not an headliner. It's a good chief support, but into chief support. But any other fight would be a chief support, wouldn't it? Nowadays. Yeah. I think that's a good fight for an undercard fight. They've got Joe Parker on there and that Moses Atome, aren't they? They're on. Yeah. So undercard's fat, innit? Right? Yeah. So we should really be happy with that, shouldn't we? But it's not Usyk Furies. We've got Usyk and Ngannou. It's a boxing match according to board. But BoxRec, it might not be with them, but if board do it as a fight, I think BoxRec have to, but there's no on BoxRec yet. But if it's a proper boxing match, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. They're going to fight anyway. But if it's an exhibition and not on BoxRec, it'll be a move around. I don't see that guy doing anything. How's he going to get his feet into position to land, Andy?
He looks too slow, doesn't he? If anything I've seen off him, his footwork doesn't look too clever, does it?
It's like
Fury,
Eddie Hall's a big puncher, isn't he? Eddie Hall, you know, that strong
yeah,
man. He can hit an heavy bag hard, but he couldn't get his
yeah,
feet into position to land on Huey.
no,
Do you know what I mean? Huey were like
and
a machine gun letting his hands go on him, peppered him through ropes, big stiff.
he even fought that big guy Thor, didn't he? And he never boxed before, and he kind of run rings around him. He caught him, didn't he? He caught him once, but he was just trying to throw big right hands the whole fight, wasn't he?
Yeah, Eddie Hall, yeah, but you could imagine if Eddie Hall got you in a corner, that'd be it'd be good night for you, wouldn't it?
I mean, Fury's legs aren't what they were, but they'll be good enough to keep out the way of him, won't
I saw Eddie Hall put a T-bone steak in his mouth on YouTube, right? And when he pulled it out, they're on it bone.
they? But he cooked it, or was it raw?
It was cooked. I've never seen a man eat so much. It reminded me when I used to be that big. We were sitting down to a good meal of Rice Krispie Squares, pop, pop, bang.
Snap, crackle, pop, pop, bang.
Oh,
you can hear me better now. This is working.
what do you think to the Gad's experience at the moment? He's having a tough time, isn't he, the Gad? What do you think, Andy? Do we like the Gad now?
Has he been traumatised? I think he's going to need counselling, isn't he?
Well, he were on that. Well, it were me that put it out there that he were. Well, I'm not going to go too far into it, but he was pretty upset over day, right? And then obviously the vultures are circling on him, aren't they, looking for crumbs and tidbits. Coogan's put it on him, didn't he? And he walked off, didn't he? He didn't answer, did he? So I kind of felt for him. Hey?
Aye. I do feel for him because he's obviously passionate about the sport, isn't he? He is a bit cheesy, isn't he? But that's the way he is. But he is what he is. But he is passionate about the sport, isn't he? He is I would say he's a genuine fan, isn't he?
Well, it was Frank Smith who said, Coogan, why don't you get Gareth A. Davis on your channel while you're out there? Well, he's had to do, hasn't he? And he's obviously walked away, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel for the guy because he went into bat for them big time.
He's been shot on, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Listen, mate, bad do, let me tell you, bad do. But onwards and upwards, let's hope it's a good show. I'll be watching it. I don't know how it's going to go with them other fights. We know the Fury one's going to be an easy one, but could you imagine if you got a lucky punch in on Fury and iced him?
Yes. that would be incredible, wouldn't it? But can't see it happening. I mean, for me, Fury's the top man at the moment. Usyk's a very, very close second, but I still think Fury beats him if he's got his head screwed on it. It's just he is massive, isn't he? He's massive and he can do things that nobody else that size can do. So, there's rumours about Bacoli knocking Usyk out in sparring, isn't there? A body shot or something. So,
you know the word rumour, Andy? It's a pipe blown by surmisers, jealousies, and conjectures. They're either surmising, they're jealous, or they're making shite up.
Making shite up. So
how dare you say that my man got dropped by your man?
We'll find out,
Hey, listen, Dave Allen running around Doncaster saying best bloke he's ever sparred is Martin Bacoli. He said his skills were extraordinary. Reminded me of that bloke in Enter Dragon when he's got him in cave, he pops his head up and he goes, "Oh, fight with the guards was extraordinary." You remember?
And he sparred Usyk as well, isn't he?
Listen. Yeah, Dave Allen's been in with Usyk. He got put on bottom moon while he was stood up. Which is a miracle in itself, isn't it?
Put into zombie mode.
I feel for Dave Allen, right? Because he spilled his guts up for Matchroom, didn't he? And he's been treated like that. It's pretty crap, pretty dour, I think, that, do you?
Yeah, they've used him as a doormat, haven't they, really, yeah?
Just really feel sorry for him, like, in a way, because he was flying at one point. Do you know what I mean? I even made a few quid on him at Bucky's.
After he beat Browne, he was on a roll there, wasn't he? And then kind of all went wrong. But they should have looked after him better. They kind of used him, took advantage of him.
Lucas Browne, what be funny, we were knocking everybody out at one point, didn't he? And he just sort of got old overnight, didn't he? You think?
He did, he just kind of seemed to just stiffen up, didn't he? And he was a big lump though, He had a big punch. He was 6'5".
When he won title, Lucas Browne, that he when he won the title, it sort of like took his foot off gas a bit. You know?
Yeah. Got complacent, maybe. Yeah. Was it a Russian guy he beat to win the title, wasn't
Yeah, he went out there and iced him, didn't he?
it? Mm.
He comes across all right, Lucas Browne, in interviews and that. What do you think?
Yeah. Did he have a knockout win recently in Australia or something? He's getting on, isn't he? He's well in his 40s.
He's in his 40s, like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think he was late coming to the game, wasn't he?
You what, Andy?
I think he was a late starter, wasn't he, in boxing?
Yeah. This undercard. Where do you see Joe Parker going now in his career? Joe Parker, where do you see him going? Like, because I think he's got miles on clock, ain't me?
Yeah. I thought he'd be a good fight for Big Freeze. Big Freeze. I thought that would be a good
Age,
fight
aren't
for
the
him.
Big Freeze and Parker?
Yeah, that'd be a good matchup. See where Big Freeze is at.
We don't hear anything from Big Freeze no more. Is he frozen stiff?
He's frozen up. I haven't seen him up this way with the frost yet, but he's maybe not far away.
Yeah. Well,
he needs to get a move on.
You what, mate?
He needs to get a move on, doesn't he?
He needs to get something on, mate. He needs to get something. What did you think to Isaac Chamberlain's win over that Lowell?
I didn't see it because I watched the Jack Catterall versus who was he fighting again? The older guy. Is it Linares? Was it Linares he was fighting? Watched the Jack Catterall fight. I hadn't really a chance to catch up with it yet. Was it a bit of a boring fight? The Jack Catterall fight wasn't exciting, was it? He was. I thought he won. But...
Yeah, Catterall Linares were rhubarb. Yeah. Lowell Chamberlain. Well, a lot of people emailing saying, "Oh, we'll crap that pork," This, look, This is how I look at it. I wanted Isaac Chamberlain to win, so I'm invested in him. But I've seen some comments, so I had to take them off on some comments about Isaac. Terry Chappendama thought he was a great fight, but Isaac's his close pal, so he's going to be emotionally invested in the fight, isn't he? So,
yeah.
I mean, people have said to me, "Oh, that so and so were a crap fight." That I forgot. Josh Whale fought a kid at Sheffield, 28-1. This kid was. Josh beat him, and some people thought he won a really exciting fight, but I thought he was bang on because I was emotionally invested in one because I signed him for then. So I remember stood next to Terry, ringside cheering Josh on, and I thought he performed brilliantly. So it depends what you see. Jack Cashman's family might have thought that were a great fight. Me looking at it, I'm not mate, am I? I thought it was pony. So
I thought he's very effective, but he's boring sort of thing to watch. He's just I don't know. His style's a bit negative, isn't it? It's not exciting. I thought he beat Josh Taylor, but I thought Josh Taylor's tactics were all wrong. Instead of he should have been letting Catterall come to him more and counter him, but he just kept trying to force it, didn't he? And it wasn't working. He should have changed tactics long before he did. But I kind of blame Ben Davison for that. He was in his corner for that fight. But
yeah, can I just say we got it wrong about Ben Davison and Joshua? He's gone back to Texas, hasn't he, Joshua?
Oh, he has. Right, aye. But has he found his way out the dungeon yet?
I don't know if I believe all that. They could just be playing violins. Don't forget it's boxing. Don't believe all that you're told. Could be knackers.
Try to take the light off Fury now, eh?
So you've got a man here with 200 million quid looking like he does, right? And he wants to put his in a black hole for 4 days because in his tiny numbskull brain, he thinks that it's going to make him a better fighter, like you do. So I don't believe it. It could be anything. Could be just a load of knackers chatting for the sake of the chatting knackers by people in boxing. So don't believe the hype. That's what I say.
If it is true, it sounds like desperation, clutching at straws.
If it's true, he's got problems, hasn't he, in his head? He's got problems in his head. That's true. If you're worth all that money and you're doing that, I'm trying to get an edge. I the Tiger, like Rocky III when he goes back to beginning and all that nonsense. It's rubbish. Utter rubbish. You either can fight or you can't fight. That's it. That's the bottom line. Fury can fight, can't he? Can fight all styles, can fight or can box. Joshua can fight a little bit. He's chinny, he's gun shy, he can't box. So he don't tick all boxers, does he?
No.
Really?
My mate was round the other night and he hadn't seen the Joshua hilarious fight, so I stuck it on for him.
What's he
That's
said?
the first time I'd seen it since I watched it, and I could not believe how tentative Joshua was. Like at the start of the fight, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, how is he not just going out and jumping on? I remember, I think I said to you that night, it would have been intriguing to see what do you call him, Johnny Fisher would have done against him. Just out of curiosity, because remember Johnny Fisher came racing out like a charging bull at the guy he was fighting. It would have been intriguing to see how Joshua would have coped if Johnny Fisher came out going like that. And Johnny Fisher had been a relative novice compared to Joshua, but I think that it could have gone either way. But it sounds mad, but that's just the feeling I had that night watching it. But watching it back, I couldn't believe how tentative he looked, and he looked amateurish almost. But I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm just a fan of a view.
Yeah, it's what we're on about then. Joshua. Johnny Fisher, right? This is how I look at it. He's area champion. Joshua won a world champion, and he ain't now. So let's say if Joshua's Euro level, at the moment, I wouldn't say he's world level now. I'd say he's very good Euro level, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got Johnny Fisher. Say he's above area level. Let's say Johnny Fisher's Commonwealth level, right? And he's Euro level. He's not that far behind Joshua, is he? He could be He could be 4 fights from Joshua. Him.
Yeah, I was just going to say 5 fights away from it.
Could happen. Or Joshua could lose his next 2, and then need to roll dice and want to come back. And he might be an English Commonwealth champion, old young Elmer Fudd. So they could end up getting at it, and he could do Joshua, quite easily.
Nah, because I don't think Joshua's technically great. He's a big, strong guy, but he's quite basic. His skills are quite basic, aren't they? He used to throw good combinations, but he doesn't do that anymore, does he? What else has he got?
Yeah,
apart from his size and strength.
I'm just looking at that profile pic there. IFL TV, Coogan Cassius. Rate Tyson Fury's chances of beating Ngannou out of 10. Coogan, you are scraping the fucking barrel with that, mate. You rimmer. Is that a what do they call it? Bellew of the week on the Boxing Asylum for Ozzie Smith and his little team? Is that a bellew of the week for Ozzie and Andy P, Rob Kelly and all them lads? Is it? What are your chances? What are Fury's chances, Coogan? Can everybody comment on it? Coogan, you're a rimmer. You're a full-time rimmer from Essex. Go and wash your mouth out with TCP and sit at the bottom of the class with your head turned to the wall, like I used to do in junior school all day.
Count the bricks on the wall,
What I used to do, I used to take them polos, them coloured polo. They're not mints, they're like the coloured ones.
Polo fruits.
Yeah, polo fruits. I'd take them to school and I'd sit there all day and I'd just pop one of them in my mouth every half an hour just to keep me occupied. It was either that or eventually I was working in corridor. I had like a table in corridor. I was working my way to getting expelled one at big school, working my way to working outside in playground, then home, then pit belt. Hey,
happy days, Happy days, Ross.
Dreaded pit belt. Yeah, I wish I could get mine it. Tell you. They look like that. They tell teachers. I said to my lad, what are you going to do if somebody cracks you at school? He says, I'll tell teacher. Because you can't do that. It's grassing. Because it's golden rule. You've got to. I says, golden rule. He says, yeah, you have to report on anybody. You've even got kids grassing each other up, haven't they now? They've got all neighbours grassing everybody up to the social area. And now they've got all kids grassing each other up.
It's a grand.
Lefties, isn't it? It's gone berserk, hasn't it, this country?
The world's gone, man. I mean, all this wokeness and the rest. It's just
Wokeness. Oh my God, wokeness. All I
mind
can
boggled.
hear about on Piers Morgan's channel is wokeness.
People going about looking to be offended. It's when you look at. I was watching. I think it was something to do with Roy Chubby Browne and Jim Davison and that. People try to get their gigs cancelled. You know, people try to take their livelihood away just because they don't. People that probably wouldn't go and see them anyway. You know what you're going to see. So if you don't want to go, don't go. But don't deprive other people of what they want to do. You know, freedom of choice.
Yeah. Well, what do you think to Spence Crawford doing it at 154?
Is that what they're doing? Is that fixed?
Yeah.
I still think Crawford. Crawford's
Yeah.
the man for me. I think Crawford's still the man. I really rate Crawford. I've always thought he was top notch, but I mean, he's 30. Is he 35 now? Isn't he? He's getting on a bit. For a smaller fighter, isn't he? He's getting on a bit now. So probably another few fights to be better retire now.
Yeah. Bob Arum's saying he hopes Tyson Fury's not daft enough to go toe-to-toe with Ngannou. Bob Arum, you cunning old fox. It's the guy making boxing debut. You cunning old prick pushing 92. Go on, get in your Shackleton high seat chair. You need pushing off a cliff. It's like a bogey. He just won't go away, will he, Bob Arum? He's hanging around like a bad smell. You can't.
I think Big Talk will be like that.
Shuffling
Big Talk will
about,
be
and
like
his greatest promoter. He's an old bloke shuffling about. People like him is why the big fights don't happen. You know, they're saying they're all the Fame promoters. They're not promoting shit. All they're doing is keeping people apart for years and years. They're that great promoters. Wilder and Joshua. We're having a meeting April 2017 after Vladimir fight, weren't they, with the teams? It's 2024 in 6 weeks. Still waiting.
You know what that's all about, don't you? Number 7. That'll be waiting 7 years. That's Joshua's number, isn't it? 7. The magnificent 7.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Oh, good, mate. That's about it, kid. We're out of time. Nearly a couple of minutes left. Oh, you want to add, kid?
Sorry?
Oh, you want to
add? I don't think so. Just thank everybody for watching and like and subscribe. And I can get a catch up with you after Saturday at some point, and I'll go through the fight, go through the bill. Who are you picking for all the fights? Obviously Fury. I'm picking Bacoli.
I'm going to go Bacoli, Adelaide, Fury. All knockouts.
I'll go Wardley, Fury, and Bacoli. Can't bet against the honorary Scotsman.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll go for that.
Okie dokie then, Andy. Well, listen, thanks for coming on. I'll leave you to drink some vodka and mumble you sent to sleep. You grind your teeth? You grind your teeth?
I've had my tea. I had a nice sirloin steak for my tea tonight.
I said, do you grind your teeth?
No, I don't grind my teeth. Can you hear me better since I switched the heater off?
Yeah, I still can't understand you though, man. You sound like Willie Wallace.
I like organised subtitles.
You'll have to do Billy Connolly. I'll see you, Billy. Take care. See you again, Andy. Pop, pop, bang.
Take care, mate. All the best.
Cheers, pal. Bye.